Oh my God, that was just unbelievable. Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to Castle Coombe Motor Circuit. Now, many of you have been saying, where is Ruby Roadster? Well, it's track day time today, and behind me, Ruby Roadster is over there. I'm with the guys from Sussex Road and Racing on a new venture for them, TRR Track Days. A really, really cool day today. Lots of high performance minis, a couple of race cars, there's even a couple of Porsches, and I think I might get out in a race car or two. What's not to love? Now, if you've been subscribing to the channel for a while, and by a while I mean probably a good 4 years, about 4 years ago I got to drive a road legal mini challenge race car prepared by Kevin and the guys at Sussex Road and Race. It wasn't the car behind me, but it was very, very similar. And for me, that was one of 2 minis I drove that year that really got me into the whole modifying mini scene and led me down the very painful and expensive and exciting road of modifying Ruby Roadster. Now, about 6 to 9 months ago, the guys from Sussex Road and Race got in touch and said, look, we're starting a new venture called Track Road Race Track Days. They're very small numbers, limited numbers of cars on track. Today is a very mini focused track day. They said, would you like to come along? We want to do things a little bit differently. We've got lunch provided and we're at the most amazing circuit, Castle Coombe. So I said, yes, of course. But hopefully, as well as taking Ruby Roadster around the circuit, I'm going to get my hands on one of the race cars behind me, and I've just had a passenger lap in that one and it's absolutely unbelievable. So today should be a really good day. It started off quite wet. The circuit has now dried up. What's the time now? It's now 11:30. We're hoping the rain stays away. But yeah, really good day. And also, been a while since Ruby Roadster's been on the channel. Okay, let's head out onto circuit. Now, there are only 12 cars here today. It is open pit lane, but at the most I think I've seen 3 or 4 cars on a circuit at the same time. Now, I do want to say a massive thanks to Lockton Performance, who are my new insurer since I bought the Boxster. And one of the cool things about that insurance policy is they also cover me for track days. They have to be quite specific track days. They want to know who's organising it, how many cars on track, what the rules are, and so on and so forth. But this is actually the first ever track day I've done where my car is insured. Normally I just go and make sure I don't drive like an idiot. So it is a really nice comfort blanket to know that Ruby Roadster is insured. And that for me is one of the big benefits of my Lockton Performance insurance. But we're going to head out onto circuit. Now, I have done a couple of sessions with Ruby Roadster already. It's a really quick circuit, Castle Coombe. I was here last year with SEC private members, if you remember rightly, in a Project 8 with Ollie Webb teaching me how to drive. So it is a quick circuit. It is dried up now. But I think the spectacular action today is going to be when I get to drive one of the race cars, because I've just been out in one. It only had 210 horsepower, but oh my days, did it go round corners. So let's take you round Castle Coombe. I'll kind of talk you through the lap. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me better. There's no way you're going to hear me in a race car. So as always, I'm basically going to go into sport mode, turn the start stop off, and also turn traction control fully off, which it is. So off we go. Now, what I'm not going to be able to do is talk you through the names of the corners because I haven't learnt them all yet, but I can certainly give you a feel for the circuit. As I said, it's dried up a lot now. So we actually join the circuit, open pit lane. We can join whenever we like. We just have to be careful there's nothing coming. Off we go. Just let the tyres and the car warm up a little bit. This corner here has the dubious reputation of being one of the most crashed at corners in British motorsport, apparently. Okay. This bit's really high speed, doing about 100 miles an hour through there, but I'm really not pushing it very much today. It's a nasty breakdown here, off the brake, because you go light as you come over this corner, back on the brakes, down into third, turn in. Now, I've been chatting with the guys, with Kevin from Sussex Road and Race. I'm not sure I have the right brake pads in these brakes. They're very, very noisy under heavy braking, and we think the compound's a bit too hard, so I think I'll be changing my brake compound. But God, I love this car. I've got the track to myself. Back off, let it cool down. I'm only doing 4 or 5 lap sessions. I don't want to put too much temperature and wear in the car. I'm just here for a bit of fun to meet all the other like-minded Mini enthusiasts. Not to put too much strain on the car. As I said, not convinced the brake pad compound is right for me and the car. The other thing, when I was recently at Mulgari with Darren, we decided that the spring rates of the car probably aren't right either. So there's a few things that I need to do to get the car where I want it to be. But she certainly goes well. She really does. Now then, YouTube. The gentleman to my right is Chris, who invited me along today. Welcome to the channel, dude.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So, while we're belting up, the ethos of your track days, I just love it. Because it's low numbers, no idiots. Well,
apart from us.
Apart from us, yeah. The nice thing today, actually, is you've got lots of minis running, and you've got a lot of mechanic support as well. We just literally had a couple of cars being fixed, which is great.
Yeah.
And then not a huge amount of cars on track at the same time, which is even better.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. It's all about low numbers, people having fun.
Yeah. So tell us about this car, because I've already been out in it once and I didn't put the cameras on before we turn it on because it's bloody loud.
Okay, so it's R53. Running about 210, built by the guys at Sussex Road Race. That's who we race for.
Yep.
So I share this car with Kevin Fulbrook, who owns SRR. Builds unbelievable minis, and this is just such a hooked up R53.
Oh yeah.
It's something that, to be fair, we lose out on the straights, but in the corners, there's not a lot that can take us.
I've never been in a car that handles around a corner like this before. So let's head out onto track.
Right, let's go.
You can show me. It's very loud in here, so I don't expect you to be able to hear a great deal. So if you thought my car looked quite quick around this circuit before, get ready. That's all I need to say.
smile on your face.
Oh man. Woo! I think it's the noise, it's the G-forces acting on your body, and then you sat there going, I'm in a Mini!
Yeah, he's like, how can I be going this quick round a corner in a Mini?
I'm in a Mini! I'm not in like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, I'm in a bloody Mini, and it's awesome! Oh, and you can pedal, man.
Thank
Jesus.
you.
Wow! Woohoo! So yeah, that's how you drive around here really fast. Really, really fast. Now that was pretty special, I think you'll agree. Unfortunately, my plans have changed quite dramatically because we just had this horrible rain front blow in. It went from being lovely and sunny and bone dry to absolutely chucking it down with rain. And the reason that's rubbish is because I was just about to be allowed to drive that. So that is a 300 horsepower R55 race car. It's an absolutely sensational thing. It has had a few fuel problems today, but that's all fixed just in time for this lovely kind gent to allow me to drive it around the circuit and it started raining.
I think it's all fixed, yes. The plan was that you were going to go out just after that, but maybe in an hour or so.
Yeah, we'll hope. We'll keep our fingers crossed because it's an epic thing.
Morning, so
epic. Right. It's not every day you get offered to drive a 300 horsepower R55 Clubman.
It's not.
No. I thought the day was over because it was raining, but the sun's come out.
Sun's come out.
The track's dried up a bit. Dried up enough.
And we're going to strap you in to a Mini Clubman.
This could be my new Charlie Clubman. Oh boy. So here we go in a 300 horsepower R55 Clubman. I'm not in the most ideal driving position because I've got really long legs. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm driving this car. Here we go. So I'm very, very low in the car. I can hardly see out the front actually. It'd be very embarrassing to crash into something before I even got out of the pit lane. And I'm not so sure how much you're going to be able to hear me. But let's give it a go. Oh, visibility is like not the best. Here we go. I can't believe I'm driving this car. my God. That was just unbelievable. Oh wow. Oh man. I love Mini Clubmans anyway, but this is the Mini Clubman. Oh my God. Seriously?
Yes.
It's just so, to start with, it's quite intimidating.
Yeah, yeah.
But then after about 3 laps, you start trusting it, and then it gets really dangerous because then you just start
Still go, oh,
really
I can
go
do
for
this.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, seriously?
Yeah.
It's got so much grip though, but oh man, thank you so much.
It does your head in, doesn't it?
I had to come in because I was getting faster and faster and faster. I thought, no, I'm okay now. I'll go in now, otherwise I'll end up going a little bit too fast.
Did you were taking third for
yeah,
that?
I could have done fourth.
You did fourth sometimes, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a big puddle coming into it,
Right.
and had it been dry, it's an outside and an apex in fourth. But
I just think which did you prefer? Which do you think was quicker?
it would have been fourth
Yeah.
In the dry, but because the puddle was there, if you took the inside line in fourth,
Yeah.
it kind of, you lost the momentum, and then you didn't have enough. You needed to be the gear lower to pull it out.
Yeah.
So the first 3 times round I was in fourth, and then I was going down to third. But
I tell you what, it sounds really good coming around that third.
oh, it's just wicked. Oh, it's just, I'm so grateful for you let me drive it right. Oh my days. I am in love with a new Clubman. I mean, seriously? That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, takes a couple of laps to just get used to the race car position. You're sat very low in the car, and the visibility out was very different. And then it just starts to build confidence. I did 15 minutes altogether, and I came in because I was starting to get not overconfident, but I thought, do you know what, actually I'm driving it quick and I'm enjoying it. I don't want to go any faster and risk disaster. But massive thank you. Oh, sir, you are a gent.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Oh, look at that. Thank you so much. He's got to take someone else out here now. Oh boy. Anyway, it's time to head home. Massive thanks to Chris and Kevin from Track Road and Race and Sussex Road and Racing. Just phenomenal day. These guys are still plenty more hours to go out. Woo! Do you know what? It started to rain just after I'd been out as a passenger, and I honestly thought that was it. In fact, I put a thing out on Instagram saying that the day was over because it was wet and I didn't want to drive it in the wet. And then suddenly the sun came out, and I went out with Ruby and you could see the track drying. And then it was like, it's dry enough, let's go out in a race car. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll put TRR's details in the description below. But yeah, what a day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comments below, always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to Petrol Ped, plenty more content to come. I'm going to jump in Ruby Roadster in there now. I'll see you on the next film guys, you take care. Drive safe.